First thing we're going to do is remove this carburetor set. You'll need a flathead screwdriver, 10mm socket, and a needle nose pliers. First step is to remove this throttle arm linkage. Just snap it off. Put it right down there. And then, since we're on the water, I'm going to put a pad under here to capture. We have to drain the carbs. And the way we do that are these 3 screws right under there. Just loosen those up. Be really careful because they're soft metal. The next step will be to remove this fuel line from the fuel pump and this fuel line. Then we're going to remove the choke, the electric choke here. You can take it off its little stand, break that loose. You want to take off this hose, just pulls right out by hand. Put it out of the way, and I'll do those 3 things now. This loose. The next step, after you get the choke and the 2 fuel lines loose and this hose at the top, the next step is to take a 10mm socket and start removing. You got a nut, a kind of chrome colored nut at the top of the carb set, right here. And there's a chrome colored nut at the bottom, right here. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm bolts to remove. And then be very careful when you pull the carb set off, because you don't want to, if you can save the gasket, the main gasket, you should. But most of the time it has to be just cleaned off with a razor blade. I'll do that now. Once you get the 2 nuts and the 4 bolts removed, then you want to pull off the carb set. You'll see that the carb set has been removed. Looks like this. And the gasket looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I'm going to carefully try to pull that off without tearing or ripping it. If you do put any tears in it, it'll need to be replaced. You can get those up at the Honda shop up north. $14.62. Okay, now we're going to install the cleaned carburetor set onto this spot right here. You can see the gasket's still in pretty good shape. I got the pad still down in case we drop any gas. Okay, so I just put the carb set on, slid it on those bolts, one at the top, one at the bottom, and I'll start putting the bolts and the nuts, the 2 nuts and the 4 bolts back in. After you get those 4 bolts and 2 nuts secure, next step be to connect the automatic choke put it back on its bracket that holds it back there. Just connect these two connectors. Put the this hose back into the breather. Just shove that down in there. I'll work on it a little bit more. And then you connect these two fuel lines back to the fuel pump. Need to put the clamp on that first. Put that one there, and then this one here. Then you can remove, safe enough to remove the pad, and you'll want to put the throttle rod back on. This little thing right here. Hey!